The two major Olympic lifts are the clean and jerk and the snatch. Both of these lifts require a tremendous amount of force to be exerted on the bar in order to propel it upwards. And the first few phases for both lifts are the same, and this can be seen in our slow motion footage. Each lift begins with the first pull, which then transitions into the scoop, which then transitions into the second pull. This discussion will focus on that second pull. While the second pull generally has a set technique, and by that I mean there's only really one way to optimally perform the movement, we do still see slight variations. This discussion will focus on the differences between vertical and backwards second pulls, also sometimes referred to as Russian pulls and Asian pulls. Russian pulls, the most commonly taught method, involves a lesser backwards lean, whereas the Asian pull, which is labeled as such because it's largely seen in Asian weightlifters, involves a much greater backwards lean. When we talk about efficiency, the quickest path is the straightest path. In a perfect world, the bar would travel in a straight line from start to finish. That said, the nature of how the body moves prevents that bar from ever moving in a perfectly straight line. During the pulling phase, so that includes the first pull, the scoop, and the second pull combined, the bar should move in an S-type shape, as shown in this picture. But it's often argued that the most optimal path for the bar to travel along is when it doesn't cross that vertical line, which originates from the start position. In the second pull, the athlete will have moved through the first pull and scoop transition phases. The second pull starts from what is known as the power position. During the second pull, the athlete should be triple extended at the ankle, knee, and hip, and shrugging with the shoulders to propel the bar vertically upwards in a powerful whole body movement. There should also be a slight backwards lean due to extension of the hips. If the athlete doesn't display any backwards lean, they won't have fully extended their hips in a powerful fashion, and this will result in a loss of power. However, a big backwards lean, as seen in this picture, will likely cause some problems. Long term, big backwards leans with heavy weight on the bar will place continued unnecessary forces on the spine, which could result in injury at some point down the line. Horizontal displacement of the bar, so where the bar moves forwards or backwards horizontally, is affected by the athlete's body motion during the lift. Excessive hip hinging, meaning where the hips are extending from a flexed position, leads to the shoulders being thrown backwards, which results in excessive backwards lean. Due to that excessive hip hinging and an excessive backwards lean, the bar will likely travel past that optimal level of forwards horizontal motion. Although there is a standard ideal technical model, it's clear that everybody is built and moves in slightly different ways. It should be expected that each lifter will have a different looking technique, albeit minimal in those differences. Does every footballer take a free kick the same way? Does each tennis player serve in the same way? The answer is no, and this is simply because the human body will try to find the best way to perform a movement. And if these athletes are performing at the elite level, these small differences may help them execute more successful lifts. Potential factors affecting technique may include experience level, previous coaching relationships, so coaches prefer certain techniques for different individuals, and nationality, such as where in the world they train. As already mentioned, there seems to be a difference in second pull technique between Asian lifters and the rest of the world.